Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Once again, let me wish everyone a very happy spiritual evening. On this beautiful evening, too, we are here to practice this noble non-sectarian meditation technique. Before we start, let me wish everyone, may this session also bring you, right? Provide you at least a little peace, little happiness within, right? So, little inner peace and inner happiness within. So, with that wish, let's begin today's session. So, dear students, now we only have 2 more weeks remaining, including this week. For what? To practice breathing meditation. Starting from May, all students are going to practice Vipassana, and the other students I will introduce them into the third step of breathing meditation, and then they will be requested to practice it for 2-3 weeks, and then they also can start Vipassana meditation. So please invest as much as time that you can invest in this breathing meditation, right? So if the third step is difficult for you, I always requested you to move to the first step and to continue, right? So the most important thing is the concentration, the period of time that you can keep your concentration going, right? So if you can keep your concentration, keep your awareness longer without letting the mind to wander away, then that's the most important one, right? So when you observe the sensations, if your mind is when you observe, so while you are observing the sensations, if your mind wanders away, right, then you cannot continuously focus on the sensations and see their nature with your own experience. Therefore, please try to prolong your concentration as long as possible, right? So that so you will have a good rope with a good bucket, right? Even though you have a bucket, I already told you, even though you have a bucket, still if you don't have a long rope, you can't get water from a well, right? So we need to have a long rope. What is the rope? Your concentration. Okay. And then please try to develop it as as well as possible, and invest time during this remaining period. And hope all of you remember the old techniques that I taught you. Most probably, I won't be able to repeat them once again during the Vipassana time, because I have to invest time in Vipassana meditation technique. Yeah, Vipassana meditation technique. Therefore, please keep them in mind, and when you are practicing, so please use those techniques as I taught you. So one thing that I taught you is, yeah, please come. Right. Oh, the whole family is here. So I taught you various kinds of techniques to use when you cannot concentrate, right? So one thing is count in the breath, right? Can you remember? I asked you to count up to 2. Yes, when one breath is coming in, you count 1. When it is going out, you count 2, right? Like that. So That's one method, one trick that you can use to practice concentration. So if you cannot focus directly on your breath, right? So whenever, so when yeah, whenever so whenever you gain the ability to focus, right? Whenever you gain the ability to sense, right? Feel the experience, the breath, right? The breath, right away stop counting and start focusing on the real original experience of breath. Give up counting. Okay. And then after that, I taught you, if you cannot concentrate well, so again, you can do another, so you can use another practice, that's walking meditation. So I ask you to practice walking meditation before you start the practice, breathing meditation, right? Then I ask you to practice it for 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, so you were requested to sit and practice breathing meditation. And then I taught you about so reflection meditations too. So in Pali, they are not all of them. I taught you a few reflection meditations, like so how to reflect on so giving, right? And then how to reflect on giving, and then how to reflect on so your morality, right? Like that I taught you. This is not the time to go into deeper details. So so please use them if you cannot concentrate on your breath well at the beginning. Okay, so please use those tricks. And also I taught you about mindfulness habits. Hope you are practicing them, right? Can you remember the mindfulness habits? Yes. Yeah. So I ask you to so pick one particular daily activity that you do, and then to focus on to do that activity with awareness, right? From A to Z, right? That's another way that you can start mingling, right? That you can start transferring your concentration with your day-to-day activities, right? So mindfulness habit. So then at the same time, at during the night time, I asked you so to reflect on the day, right? Practice reflection on the day. So, so I ask you to assess everything that you did during the day and understand. So then, you were requested to so check so your wrongdoings during the day, and then so then you were asked to determine not to do them once again, and then I asked you to so assess the good things that you did. So then you were requested to determine to continue them, right? So like that. So you were requested to reflect on your day, and then at the same time, so another trick that I taught you was so thinking. So sometimes when you sit with a lot of people, what happens is, so if they are doing certain things, so you won't get the ability to focus well at such times. So I requested you to think, right? Miss Shanti, you can come. So I requested you to sit and think that you are completely alone. So so I am here right now. I am here all by myself, just like you have lost your ways inside the forest, right? So then when you think like that, you gain the ability to distract the other people's activities with your meditation, and you gain the ability to focus on your practice, right? So these are several tricks that I ask you to practice. Okay. Since I won't be able to remind these things again and again when we start Vipassana meditation practice, so I reminded them today. So please use them when you're practicing. Okay. So for your enhancement in meditation. Okay. Right. And every day before we start, I teach you something for your life. Okay. We were discussing about the responsibilities so that we have towards each other, right? So according to Singalova Sutta. So uh, so we describe the duties of a wife towards the husband. 5 duties of wife towards the husband, and 5 duties of a husband towards the wife, right? And then after that, we discuss about the duties of a teacher towards the student, student towards the teacher, parents towards the children, children towards the parents, and then friends towards the friends, and monks and nuns towards the lay people, and the duties of lay people towards the monks and nuns. That's where we stop. Okay. Now, those duties, description about duties, it will end. There won't be no more descriptions about any duties. Hope you practice them practically in your life so that you will be able to maintain your peace of mind, and then you can use that peace of mind to practice meditation well, and then by that way you can develop concentration. Concentration will help you to develop wisdom, and wisdom will help you to eradicate all the negativities, develop all the positivities, and attain real peace, real happiness in Nibbana. Okay, so please practice like that. So today I'm going to teach you, in brief, I'm going to teach you. So another good habit to practice as a meditator, you help people, right? Certain people help, uh, because of various kinds of intentions. Certain people help thinking, okay, I do this small help so that later on I can ask for a greater favor. Certain people help like that. You should not help like that. Then certain people help thinking that they'll be famous because of this help, right? So that's also wrong. So somehow helping is great, but still, uh, so so whenever you have such kind of very cheap intentions, that helping is that helping also becomes cheaper. The positive energy that you gain becomes lesser. So certain people help out of fear, right? Certain people help out of fear, and certain people help because the other people other people threaten you to do so, right? So like that, we do we help the other people because of various intentions, right? But I ask you to practice this when you are helping. Whenever you help the other people, so please practice letting go. How do you practice letting go? Don't even expect the word thank you after helping them, right? So certain people I know, they give stuff to homeless people. If they don't say thank you or God bless you, they get angry. They say, oh, those homeless people are arrogant, right? So they are not grateful, right? So then they say so many stuff about those innocent people, helpless people. So we don't know why they didn't do that. Sometimes their mental status is maybe not good. That's why they didn't say so, right? Somehow, whenever you help the other people in whatever the way that you help, practice letting go. Don't expect anything in return. And even don't expect the word thank you or God bless you. Right? So please practice like that. So that's something to add to your life. Right? Now we are going to start today's silent meditation. So all students, they are kindly requested to practice the third step of breathing meditation. So pay your entire attention to the small triangular area below the nostrils and above the upper lip. Whenever the breath comes and touches, so please be aware, but don't go with the breath uh, don't go with the breath inside. When the breath whenever the breath leaves, start observing the sensations within this small triangular area. If it is coldness, if it is heat, if it is drinking sensation, itching sensation, or throbbing sensation, or pulsing sensation, or numbness, so heat, coldness, let it be anything. Just keep on observing those sensations as they actually are. Don't like or dislike them. Just keep on observing them. So one sensation after the other will pop up and go, pop up and disappear. Let them follow that process. Your job is just to observe those sensations as they actually are. And then at the same time, so new students, they are kindly requested to practice the first step of breathing meditation. When the breath is coming in, please be completely aware. Give your entire attention. Please give your entire attention and keep on observing the breath. When it is coming in, so please observe the breath until it reaches the end of your nostrils. The end of your nostrils. Don't go observing the breath beyond the nostrils, beyond the ending point of your nostrils. So when the breath is coming in, please be fully aware that right now, my breath, it is coming in. And whenever it comes back, whenever you exhale, again, it will touch the very ending point of your nostrils. And then it will start its journey to go out, starting from the touch of that ending point of your nostrils. So keep on observing the breath until it goes outside. When the breath is coming in, please be completely aware. When it is going out, please be completely aware. If it is long, if it is short, if it is gross, if it is soft. So keep on being aware about your current breath. Don't favor any breath. If the breath is gross, let it be so. If the breath is soft, let it be so. Don't try to change the breath. Just keep on observing the breath as it is, as it is. Now, everyone, please start your silent meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Before that, I'm going to pay sincere respect and gratitude to the Buddha in brief. And after that, let's start the silent meditation. Please concentrate first. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Vinyacharana sampanno sugato lokamino. Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati. Sata deva manusanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo. Sannittiko akaliko. Ehi pasiko opanaiko macetang veditabbo vinyuhiti. Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Ujupanimangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Sami Kimani Pangno Bhagavato Samaka Sangho Yadinang Chattari Purisa Yogani Athe Purisa Puggalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Nakiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyaketang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive, peaceful mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are a new meditator, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. If you are an old student, please practice the third step of breathing meditation. Whatever the meditation technique that you are going to practice, may your meditation be very, very successful. Work hard, diligently, and consistently for your own well-being first, and then for the well-being of others. Everyone, please start your meditation right now. Now, if your legs are paining, you can change your posture. We are going to start, we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. So if your legs are paining, so you can relax them and redo them. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. First, we spread our loving kindness towards yourself. Please think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the people in the middle. That means the people who are not your enemies and at the same time who are not your friends. The people in the middle. Please spread your loving kindness towards those neutral people. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the neutral people. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the enemies. First, please let your grudges go. And with the understanding that we all have negativities, sometimes there are certain people who cannot control them. Therefore, sometimes they might do wrong actions to hurt you. But it doesn't mean we should suffer because of other people's wrong actions. Therefore, please forgive them and spread your sincere loving kindness towards the enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Towards your enemies. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Not only human beings, animals, to reptiles, birds, fish, and all such kind of animals. So please spread your loving kindness not only towards animals, all kinds of visible and invisible beings in the world. So please think of all of them, regardless of their differences. Please please spread, please share your sincere loving kindness with all of them. Please think, may all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Bhavattu sampe mangalang rakanto sambe devata samme buddhanubhavi samme dhammanubhavi samme sanghanubhavi sada sutti bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, please calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, hope all of you had a very good sitting silent meditation session. So after this session, so generally we give 7 minutes, I mean 2-3 minutes for the students. So if they need to go to the bathroom or so if you want drink water, so we give you 2-3 minutes. So if you want to go, so you can go right now. So if you want to go to the bathroom, so if you want drink water, and in about 2 minutes we are going to start the teaching, right? Right. Everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dham friends, so as I mentioned, gradually we are reaching the end of end of the practicing time that we reserved for breathing meditation. But still, the new students will be asked to practice breathing meditation continuously until they develop some sort of concentration. So, but Vipassana teaching will begin on the first week of May. Today, I'm going to teach you. Traditionally, as we do every year, before we begin Vipassana meditation, I describe you about Vipassana, right? What actually Vipassana meditation is. So that's what I'm going to describe. But it doesn't mean you should stop practicing breathing meditation at home. Please keep on practicing. So every day. So please practice. Please reserve 5 minutes for breathing meditation. And then after that, when you start Vipassana meditation, please give it at least 10 minutes, right, for Vipassana meditation. And then at the end, you can practice loving kindness meditation in breath, right? So please keep on practicing like that at home. So stopping, the teaching about breathing meditation doesn't mean you just stop it at home, right? So you have to begin, you have to continue it at home too, right? Because to develop concentration, to develop concentration, we use breathing meditation, right? That is our purpose. So we have to keep it, right? And then today we are going to learn about Vipassana meditation. Bengali people say, so it's a widely known adage. In various languages, various people in the world, they describe this in various ways. Bengali people say, Dekia Sunia Kuriakas Korea Baviuna. I don't think we have any Bengali here, right? So, Dekia Sunia Kuriakas Korea Baviuna. That means before you do something, you have to see, right? You have to hear, right? So then you have to talk. If not, you should not do it. So what does it mean? So you have to see the people, how people do things. And you have to hear the details, what actually the technique is, right? So about those details, you have to listen and learn. And then, then after that, so you have to practice yourself and see too. Right? So that's what it means. So before we practice Vipassana meditation, we have to know these details. So take out your books and then please note down the important details on your book, okay? On the book which is given to you, right? Vipassana. Visesena Passatiti Vipassana. That's how in ancient text it is said. So B means special. Passana means sight. Vipassana means special sight. It doesn't mean you see things in a peculiar way. So you see the things as they actually are, right? So according to how the truth is, according to that way, you see things. That's why we call it Vipassana, special sight, right? Different way of seeing, or seeing the things as they actually are, right? not according to Buddhist way, Hindu way, Christian way, Muslim way, atheist way, or agnostic. As it is, openly, according to the truth, how the truth is, right? So that's vipassana. You know, there were concentration meditations in India even before the Buddhist times. So I taught you when I was teaching about the practices of meditation. That means it was the topic on the third week of the year, right? In that one, I taught you in one special Hindu textbook, there are teachings about various kinds of meditations. So it is one of the earliest sources. Can you remember that book? No, no, that's a very late book. Right, right. Rigved, have you heard of Rigved? In Rigved, so in Rigved, we can find details about certain meditation techniques that people practiced at that time, even though they didn't call them meditation. So people gathered around fires and they kept on looking at the fires. I mean, they kept on focusing at the fires while sitting around the fire. So that's one thing that you can go to. So you don't need to remember these things. So just I was curious whether you remember or not. That's why I asked you. So 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 in Agni Sukta, so it talks about this kind of meditation practice. It is one of the earliest sources which describes about meditation, right? Then, there were various kinds of meditation techniques. So concentration meditation techniques. So even before the Buddha, but how the Buddha's meditation teaching about meditation differ from the others? It differs because of this new invention, vipassana meditation. All the other meditation techniques which are based on concentration, they are not bad if you practice them. So you are bound to get a lot of great benefits. But they are not going to completely clean, purify your mind. So the defilements of your mind. I taught you. So I hope all of you remember the simile of cleaning the well. I taught you in brief, if I remember. So pure cleaning of a well doesn't mean taking out the trash on the top of the well, abandoned well. Or cleaning the well, so purifying the well completely doesn't mean you put chlorine in, so let it let it be so for some time, right? Clean the well properly means, so you take the trash out, you empty the well with, I mean, all the water that you have inside the well, you empty it, and then you have to renew the sources of the well, the water sources of the well. So right, that's how you actually clean the well in a proper manner, right? So Buddha taught us, right? So Buddha taught us how to properly clean the whole well through this vipassana meditation. In concentration meditations, I taught you, so it suppresses the negativities, but it doesn't take all the negativities out. But in Vipassana meditation, what we do is we take all the negativities out, all the mud, right? All the mud of the well out, right? That's what you do during the Vipassana meditation. So, when you practice this one, so you change your way completely. So, of looking at things. So, earlier, you were observing the outside, right? Your eyes were completely directed towards the outside. But in this practice, what you do is you direct your eyes towards your inside, right? Towards your inside. And you are going to observe your own body and mind so that you can understand things, so nature of things, so by observing yourself, right? Not so then when you observe yourself and understand yourself, you gain the ability to see the actual nature of outside. So hope you remember the story of Bhante Malunki Buddha. Can you remember? So the monk who asked the Buddha to describe about galaxies. Okay, let me remind you. Once the Buddha gave a description about uh, the the system of galaxies. Buddha taught about Sahasi Lokadhatu, which is called so in modern science we call it the galaxy, and Disahasi Lokadhatu in the modern science it is called as super galaxy. And then I'm not going to describe what they are. Okay, I don't have enough time. So and then you can Google and on Wikipedia you can find the description. All right, then after that, so Tisahasi Lokadhatu, so about the clusters of super galaxies, right? So these are the three kinds of planet systems in the world. There are galaxies, super galaxies, and clusters of super galaxies. Okay, right. Then Bhante Malankiputta was somebody who was very curious about these planets and and stars and all those kinds of things. This aroused his curiosity. He went to the Buddha and very respectfully asked the Buddha to describe about all these things so in detail. But the Buddha knew that Bhante Malankiputta is very curious about these things, not about the practice. So to tempt him and to tempt him to practice more, Buddha told him, Malankiputta, I'm not going to describe you about those things. Right? Then Bhante Malankiputta so requested again, but Buddha said no. Then Bhante Malankiputta, so he threatened the Buddha. He told, oh Buddha, if you don't teach me about these things, I'm going to destroy. At that time, the Buddha looked at Bhante Malankiputta and asked, Bhante Malankiputta, can you remember the day that you became a monk? On that day, um, on that day, so did I promise you to teach about these galaxies, super galaxies, and clusters of super galaxies? Then Bhante Malankiputta said, so no, sir, you didn't promise like that. Then Bhante Malankiputta, did I promise if you become monk, so since you become monk, I'll teach you so about suffering and the path to come out of suffering and the path to attain real peace and real happiness. Then Bhante Malankiputta said, yes, sir, that's what you promised. Then the Buddha said, Bhante Malankiputta, then it's your decision. If you disrobe, that's your will. You stay as a monk, that's your will. I am not going to describe you about these galaxies, super galaxies, and clusters of super galaxies. Mal and Buddha told Bhante Malunki, Malunki Putte, if you really want to know about the world, don't look at the outside world. Look at the inside world. When you understand your inside world, you will understand the whole world. Imasmin Byam in part don't. So this is to prove what the Buddha taught exactly. So Imasmin Byamamatte Kalebari. So Imasmin Byamamatte Kalebari Lokancha Loka Samudayancha Panjapi. So inside this, so 12, inside this, body, I teach you the arising of the world and the destruction of the world, right? So Bhante Malunki Buddha understood, and later on he practiced, and finally he understood the actual nature of the world by becoming an enlightened monk. So then we always look at the outside. But here in Vipassana, you start to understand your own inside. How the mind works, how the body works, you understand. What is the nature of the mind? What is the nature of your body? You understand. So that's what you do when you practice Vipassana. So until you don't understand your own inside, right? And until you understand, until you accept the outside vision as the pure truth, your negativities are bound to rise. They'll continue to thrive, and there won't be any ending of their thriving. But whenever you start to see your inside, so the negativities that you already have, which are thriving, so their thriving stops, right? And then gradually the level of the amount, the quantity of those negativities starts to diminish, right? How? Through Vipassana, since you develop wisdom, and since you start to see the things, nature of things as they actually are, right? So and at the same time, we have to understand every moment with Vipassana meditation is a pure luck, pure fortune of our life. Because we may meet concentration meditation techniques, but meeting Vipassana is very rare. Therefore, please understand the rareness of this meditation technique. And this is the only way so that you can come out of all the negativities, right? So that you can eradicate all the negativities. Therefore, please use this tool to get rid of all those negativities. And then what you have to do is you have to be a garden keeper. So who takes care of an abandoned garden? Can you remember? I already taught you about that, right? So a good garden keeper who finds an abandoned garden. So what does he do? So he comes to this abandoned garden, and first he removes all kinds of wild plants which are inside the garden. flower garden. And then that person, let the good flower plants to remain the same. If they needs to be trimmed, so he will trim them. And at the same time, so he trims them, and then after that, so he will till the ground, and then after that, will add. Will bring a nutritious soil from various kinds of places, and very good plants, flower plants, and then he will plant all those flower plants nicely around the garden in the remaining places, and then putting manure and pouring water and doing all those things, he will again revive the flower garden. Our minds are the same. Our minds are also flower gardens, which we have neglected neglected in reviving for a long period of time. For a long period of time, we didn't try to revive the inner flower garden. Now the time has come. Some of you have already began the process, and some of you are starting the process today or began to do so very recently. Right? So be that garden keeper. So first start by practicing breathing meditation. Start taking and start practicing breathing meditation and vipassana meditation. Start taking out all the vital plants which are necessary, and then trim. Just like the garden keeper trims the overgrown trees, so take all kinds of unnecessary parts out, and then just like he plants many flower plants inside the garden. So plant inside the four things which are very important for any human being: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. And then gradually developing the Dhamma path and eradicating all the negativities, developing all the positivities. Please try to attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana, practicing this. Vipassana meditation, right? So please work very ardently. So all the 6 months that you practice Vipassana are lucky months and fortunate months. So, this is a very rare technique. So work very ardently. Try to get rid of as much as negativities that you can. Even though you cannot get rid of all of them, so within this year, nobody is going to become enlightened during this year. I don't know if there is anyone who has very deep good karma, so that person might become so, but most probably we are not going to be so. Somehow let's reduce the negativities up to the best level that we can, right? Up to the best level that we can. The more you reduce them, the more peace and inner happiness that you are going to feel and experience and enjoy, right? So work very ardently. So then in the next week, I will teach you about the benefits of Vipassana meditation. Now all of you know what is Vipassana meditation. So in the next week, I will teach you about the benefits of Vipassana meditation. Okay? So now everyone, please think. Together, all of us gathered here and practice this noble, non-sectarian pure meditation technique. And by that way, we accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of all this positive energy, please think, may all our troubles be away. May all the good things happen to us. May we be able to practice this noble, non-sectarian pure meditation technique continuously and eradicating all the negativities, developing all the positivities. May all of us attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. Everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Abhivadana Selise Nichang Vata Pachainu Chattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvang Sukang Malang Ayurarogya Sangpatti Sagga Sangpatti Me Vache Ato Nimmane Sangpatti Iminati Samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful. Good night, everyone. Please take rest and see you again in the next week. May all the good happen to you. Good night. Good night. Right. Ram Bhaiya, good night.
Good night, Bhante.
Good night. Ms. Shehnas and Mr. Adil, good night.
Good night, Bhante.
Good night. May all the good happen. Ms. Sunita, good night.
Good night.
Good night. And then Neha Didi, good night.
Good night, Bhante. Thank
Good
you.
night. And so Ms. Tanil, Ms. Divya and Parnika, good night.
Good night, Bhante.
Good night. And Mr. Howard and Ms. Rita, good night.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
May all the good happen to you. May you. Thank you so much, Mr. Howard, once again.
I'm always